What is poppin', squad? It's your boy, and today, I know I've been gone, man. I'm sorry, you guys. I know you miss me. I'm supposed to be streaming every day, but family things popped up, and my attention was over there. But I came back, and I was playing around with some different weapons, in hopes that I could find something new to use besides the house, and I found something, y'all. I found something crazy, and it's actually really fun. I've used it before, but I forgot all about it, and that is the UMP, dog. And I'm gonna explain why it's so good, but I'm not gonna say it's better than the house because people are gonna be like, "Well, it's not worth using if it's not." Listen, this is just for the people who want to use something different. They want a different flavor in their pocket. You feel me? So without further ado, let me explain the build. It's not too difficult. Obviously, it's a 7K striker build, and I'm telling you now. Usually, I always say all weapons can be used with the tank version. I wouldn't use this with the tank version. It'll work, but I wouldn't. If I'm gonna use this UMP, I'm gonna try to get as much damage out of it as possible. So I am running 7,000 firearms. My role is pretty much God roll. I got deadly, responsive, vicious. You can put competent if you want an extra punch on it, but I don't really see myself needing that much extra, especially when I'm hitting 50k crits. When I'm max stack. So anyways, get into the build. Obviously it's a 6-piece striker. I don't have to go into detail with that. You guys know what it does. Let me go into my attachments so you can see. C79 scope with crit damage, headshot damage, and crit chance. That's pretty much as damage you can get. Extended magazine. I have crit chance. I can easily change this right now. So if I want extra damage, I can obviously put on something that gives me like critical hit damage or whatever, but I wanted to be able to have as much rate of fire as possible, plus crit chance, because the RPM is 628, which is really low. It's super patient. Like, you don't miss a lot of shots because how slow it shoots. But you want to be able to have as much RPM as possible. Going into the small grip, 18% crit damage, optimal range, and accuracy. The reason I put optimal range is because I want it to feel as much like an AR as possible. So I prefer going optimal range. I would honestly even go as far as to use the vertical grip just to see if I'll be able to beam people, because it is a good distance and it's going to have higher crit chance than assault rifles, but it hits as hard as assault rifle because it has like a massive base damage in comparison to other subs. So that's all preference. You can try it like a vertical grip. Wolf Gray will be really good because you get somewhat critical hit damage, but you get the optimal range, and optimal range is really good on weapons like this. So as you guys can know from the shotgun meta. So, and my loud vent break, it has critical hit damage, accuracy, and headshot damage. Nothing too fancy there. You want to be able to get as close as possible with this gun anyways, because in mid-range you're going to get beamed by an AR. So yeah. So anyways, damage is 22.2k. You can see it's not crazy amount over the house, but it still is nevertheless more powerful than the house. And this is a fully optimized house. This is the lowest version. Like, let me walk over here just so you guys can see, so people will understand how much potential that the gun actually has. So if you have a lot of division tech to spare, you can see right here that even with my house fully optimized, it's 21.3k. My UMP is the lowest damage it could possibly be. So look at the potential in that. Everything is low. My crit chance and my damage is really low. So if you were to optimize this fully, you have 3 whole bars of optimization to go all the way up. So I don't know exactly what the limit would be at this point, but as of right now, unoptimized, the lowest version of the UMP hits way harder than a fully optimized house. So that's something to look forward to. And getting back into the build, the rolls. Now these are important to get if you're going for, if you're trying to hit a 50k crit with at least over, I believe it's like 60 stacks. If you want to hit a 50k crit, like you just want to put it on to see it happen, you're gonna have to roll it this way. So I have my stamina roll, exotic damage resistance, and health for survivability. Obviously, my mask is roll for crit chance and health. Going into my knee pads, I do have firearms and critical hit damage. This is where the damage is going to start obviously kicking in. You don't want to roll health. I know a lot of people like being safe and having more toughness, but if you're going for the 50k, you need the critical hit damage roll. You're not going to be able to breach that 50k mark without it. And another one, as you can see, critical hit damage on my backpack, that's 16% in between the two. Roll for firearms. Honestly, if you really wanted to, you can honestly go more firearms and probably not have to roll those, but you don't want to be able to get beamed in 2 seconds. You want to be able to at least get your stacks up to the point where you can melt. And a lot of people can play comfortably in 475. I can, but I don't like it because I feel like I have to move way more often. But if that's your preference, then go ahead. So you can see right here, I have critical hit chance. Honestly, I can break probably about 500k toughness if I wanted to. but I will be giving up critical hit chance. But the whole purpose is to get that 50k crit, and you're not going to get a 50k unless it's a crit, so you want to be able to have as much as possible. And this is unoptimized, so just so you know, everything that you see right here, I don't use striker that much, so obviously you can see in all my armor rolls they're not optimized at all. So you could probably hit a 51 or 52k if you fully optimize everything, especially if you fully optimize your tactical UMP, because mine's the lowest possible. So obviously I'm not gonna be able to hit as much. So as you can see, I can hit 50k with this setup. So everybody who has striker and that's your favorite build, and you can just roll a couple things around, you're gonna be doing way more damage than I'm doing if you can somehow get you a tactical UMP that's god roll. It's hard because obviously unless you have the blueprint, or you have one that you just kept, you're not gonna be able to find one, because a lot of people just threw these away because they were that bad. But if you do somehow come across one that's god roll, you will be able to hit that hard. And for the people who want to have at least somewhat the same thing, let's say you don't have the UMP but you did happen to buy this blueprint for the converted USC, yes, you will have a little bit better fire rate, but you have a smaller magazine, but you can get way higher damage. So you can see the max damage on this is 23.5k. So if you have this roll and you can somehow get a god roll, you can craft these, you can kind of find yourself having a hard hitting build. And honestly, if you're that low toughness, pretty much you want to be able to have a low magazine, get in and out of the situation, because if you sit there and try to beam without having your stacks, you're not going to be able to do that much damage before having to run away, especially if you're running this amount of toughness. I don't care, just because of the builds that you're gonna be going up against. But as you can see, if you have your stacks up, dude, you're gonna be, if you're in mid-range to close range with your stacks up, like, you're gonna be hitting almost, I mean, on average, you're going to be hitting like 43, 44k crits. And if you have high crit chance, that's a lot of damage, even if the RPM is low, dude. So that's just something to look forward to. If you do have this blueprint and you can't get your hands on a tactical UMP, this is the way I will go if I was to do this. But yeah, man, let's go into the talents. Always run booster. Like I said, this build is dedicated towards the 50k crit, so you're going to be able to do run booster. Honestly, if you want to do even more damage, right, so I can honestly go higher. Like I said, this build has potential. I want to see some of my subscribers with the fully optimized everything try to hit a higher than 50k with the UMP. Roll a damage pulse, boom, you'll be able to go extremely hard, get you some damage pulse mods with the booster, and combo that, bro, with full stacks and see how high. I want to kind of set like a little competition. If you guys can send me a screenshot of you hitting higher than what I hit, which is, I mean, obviously you are if you have optimized, but I want to see it. Try to get it. Let's see if somebody can get a 53k, bro. If somebody can hit with a 53k crit with everything optimized, man, I'll be impressed. Just let me see that. I want to see it. And if you can even do it with, honestly, you can even go ahead and do tactical events to see how much damage you could possibly put out. You cannot hit harder than that with any other sub in the game, dude, easily. Probably even the AR. Honestly, to keep it real with you, you probably wouldn't even be able to hit that hard with the AR, man. Maybe. It depends, but I don't know. As far as I've seen, 50k crits from a sub is surreal. So mix that with precision and mix that with tactical events, with the fully optimized build, with booster shot, perfect situation. You can probably pop a crit with your pulse going in, or have somebody give you a god pulse and just see what kind of numbers you can hit with this sub, bro. I'm telling you, it's crazy. That's just something to look forward to. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me see if I miss anything. Let me go into the character sheet so you guys can see that I actually do have a pretty good crit chance, 48%. So I am hitting a lot of crits. It's going to be a lot of yellows with this build. With your stacks up, if you're over anything with 45 stacks, dude, you're going to melt. I don't care who it is. Sticky Bomb, Deadeye, anybody who's running anything that isn't meta build is going to get like 5 tap, not even 5 tap. So 50k damage, bro. If you're able to land that and then hit headshots with it, dude, you're going to do crazy amounts of damage, dog. Crazy. And I get it. This is not the house. I repeat, this is not to say that this is the best gun in the game. It's not. This is just for the people who want to hit hard and see it. You know what I'm saying? This is just something different, and nobody can really bag on you for using a UMP. If you body somebody with a UMP, and they just gotta take the L, you feel me? So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to tweak out different guns. I'm trying to make something for the people who don't like the house or don't even have the house. This is just another option for you, and it works especially well in skirmish. You know what I'm saying? So you can take it to the DZ. It'll work the same, obviously, if you're optimized, since we do have that feature. So I pretty much don't even have to explain that. So thank you guys so much for watching, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And wait, let me forget, because people be getting on my head. All my mods are pretty much stamina, besides a couple just to hit over the 7K firearm. So I mean, you guys pretty much figured out. I don't have to explain that to you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next video I'm working on probably after this video. So it's been real. Your boy is out.
Do some procrastinating cleaning, make it look like I done shit today.
Ooh, what the hell?